I'm kidding. Hey guys, this is Best Foot Forward Shoes. My name is Harrison Cable. Thank you so much for checking out this video. It's really appreciated. So today's going to be a little bit of a different video. I have been asked a lot from people either in person or a lot of people online, Instagram, YouTube comments, etc. On the original YouTube video that I did around the Crocs Juniper. So they're asking me how this shoe kind of fits, what the feel is, what the comfort's like, how it's kind of been over the last couple of weeks since I've had these. I posted the last video about 11 days ago. I've gotten the soles a little bit dirty, as you can kind of see here. There's a little bit of dirt on the toe as well. It's not incredibly apparent up here on camera, but if you look, I've definitely been wearing them, and there's a little bit of wear on the sole here. So I will chuck up some photos of the wear and tear that this shoe has kind of taken on the sole. Overall, I did wear it in a sort of rainy and wet day, and then there was also a couple of just, regular sort of days. I wore these to work a couple of times and it was a little bit dusty, a little bit dirty. But yeah, overall, my main thoughts to jump on the back of the last video that I did. First of all, the comfort. I definitely did feel like the comfort diminished the more you wear it, which is kind of interesting, where I feel like I wore them for, a couple of hours and they would be fine. And then after that, I would start to feel a little bit of like lace slippage, like they started to come a little bit untied. And I felt like I was constantly having to tie them up all the time. I'm not sure what this is. I think this might be to do with the laces being a certain way. Like, they are very slick. They're not like full cotton laces. They've got some polyester in them, so they're a little bit stretchy. And so they kind of do come undone a fair bit. The second point I'll make, and I said this in the original video, was that the laces definitely only go up to the middle of your foot. So I felt there was a very large portion of my foot that wasn't having any sort of security. And this padding around the ankle is fine, but it doesn't hold your foot in very well. And I did feel a little bit of heel slippage. In the main video, I also said that I put an extra insole in, which really did help with the comfort and the fit, because the sizing on this is definitely different. I would recommend going with a size down. I really wish I'd gone with a size 8. Instead of a size 9. They definitely fit a little bit too big, in my opinion. And over time, because shoes definitely do expand and tend to move and mold to your foot a little bit more, the more I've worn them, the more that they have started to expand just a little bit. And then it's really made the room in the toe box really apparent and a little bit uncomfortable. It's almost like my feet are completely free around the toes and then they're locked up around the midfoot and the ankle here, which some people might like that feeling, but I really don't. For underfoot comfort, it's definitely very squishy. It's very nice and comfortable. I felt like I was definitely rolling along with the way I was walking. It definitely still feels very comfortable after an all-day wear. I didn't feel any pain necessarily, which is really good. But again, the area that's kind of being created around the toe box is kind of annoying. Another point I will make is about the weight of the shoe. They're definitely like close to 1 kilo in weight, which is, about 3.6 pounds for both shoes in American sizing. So they're definitely heavy, and after a while, after doing a lot of walking, I definitely felt like my feet were getting a little bit sore, like my legs were just getting a bit sore. It started to get a little bit too much effort to try and walk with them, which was, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain too much, but it definitely felt different than wearing like a light runner all day. So for the last couple of times wearing them, I've only really worn them for a couple of hours because I knew that an all-day wear would just probably be too much with them. So I've worn them with multiple different types of socks. I've worn them with really thin socks. I've worn them with really thick socks. I've worn them in cold days, in warm days. I really didn't feel any difference. As I said, my toes definitely got a lot of room around the toe box, so that sock choice and weather choice doesn't really factor into when I want to wear these. It's more about the time and how long I'm going to be spending in them. So I guess that pretty much wraps up the comfort and the sizing on these. Another point that I will raise about these is that they are definitely head turners. Every single time I've worn them, whether it be a stranger or someone I know like at work, has definitely commented and been like, whoa, what the heck are those? They're not even aware that they're Crocs. Like, I literally have to point out to them that they're Crocs, like it's a sneaker, like it's this sort of thing. So if you don't want to be having those conversations and try to explain your shoes, sometimes you're just not in the mood for it. Like, sometimes you just want to wear your basic shoes. It definitely changed my opinion on wanting to wear them. Like, one day I was wanting to wear them, but then I knew I was going to be seeing a lot of people that know that I do sneaker YouTube and they were going to want to talk about it, and I just was not in the mood. So I was like, no, not going to wear these. So overall, would I say that I regret wearing these shoes and buying these shoes? No. I would say no. I'd say my collection is definitely very varied and eclectic, and these definitely fit the vibe of that. And I'm definitely not going to be selling them and not going to be giving them away or anything like that, just because if I did in the future, I'd just be like, oh man, I wish I'd had that shoe. But you know what? It is what it is. I'm very happy to have them, and I still will wear them. But overall, I think that there is a lot of things still lacking, like in terms of sizing, in terms of comfort. It is still an awesome shoe to have, but I probably would have A, gone with a size down, and B, probably waited until I'd seen a few reviews about them to try and gauge on whether or not I really wanted them, because I mean, they were $260 Australian, so you know, they're not cheap at all. So if you can't tell, I'm a little bit conflicted about them. They're great, they're comfortable. Sometimes they're a bit annoying to wear. Sometimes people stop and stare and want to talk to you about them. That's the kind of things that you kind of have to live with if you wear these shoes. So I hope you found that a little bit interesting. I hope that someone takes this on board, whether or not they want to buy this on the resale market, because they're pretty much sold out everywhere. Just another little update about the channel. We're putting out a few more podcasts. I hope you guys have been enjoying the podcast. We're doing a little bit more short form content as well. So if you want to see that, please hit subscribe down below. We're still trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of the year. That's our goal. I really appreciate everyone who has supported and subscribed and liked the videos so far. It's really awesome to see. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.